Me again. Things are slightly different from what they were like this time last week when I made the first video, which I'll upload together with this one. I haven't really had the heart to do that yet. It's been a tough week, but we're in a slightly different position to where we were a week ago, as I say. Currently looking for somewhere to live. We've spent an awful lot of time and money in travel lodges and Premier Inns lately, just to be together. So I think that's told us something about us, if nothing else. We'll get there. The problem is pets. I can't be without my animals. My animals are my babies. And landlords don't see it that way, which is blatantly discriminatory. I don't have children. My children are my animals. My animals are my children. Never mind. We'll get there, I'm sure. But technically homeless right now. I'm currently in my parents' house. Himself is not. And life is difficult. However, I did commit to the MA. It's the only chance I'm ever going to get to do this. And Abbots Bromley needs a legacy. I worked at Abbots Bromley School for 11 years, and it gave me some of the best times of my life. It made me feel that I'd really achieved something in life, and I was really, really happy there. Not through all my career, it had its niggles, but certainly in that final year, it was the best it could be. And I feel that I owe it to Abbots Bromley to actually use the horrendous experience of the last 6-7 months, and it has been horrendous, to turn it into a positive. And the only way I can think of doing that is to do this MA, which is something that I've always wanted and always found kind of unattainable. So that's my plan. So I went last night for my induction. I've enrolled. There's me. In happier times. Taken in Iceland. Never afford to go there again. But there we go. I'll give you a funky little memory stick. Look. Faculty of Art. Probably hold 2 or 3 pictures. Anyway, I went last night and enrolled, or rather I say I enrolled. I'd already enrolled. I was supposed to be inducted last night, but it turns out about 15 postgraduate students were given completely the wrong information. So we all sat in a big lecture theatre for about 20 minutes going, there must be more postgrads than this. There's actually currently more courses than there are postgrad students. And eventually we went for a little wander and discovered that we'd been given completely the wrong information. Massive miscommunication. But regardless, I managed to catch up with Dean, who is the course leader for MA Fine Art, who seems like a really sterling chap. And he kind of informally inducted me. So I'm now up to speed the rest of the postgrads who were inducted 2 days beforehand. Not to worry. Again, we're there. So I start Tuesday. I'll get my studio space. I'll get my tutor assigned to me. And I guess I just get cracking. I guess what I plan to use this MA for has completely changed in the last couple of weeks. My heart is totally not in the place that it was in 2 weeks ago. So maybe I can use this course, I guess, to help rebuild myself in some ways. It started off as, I say, an opportunity to provide a legacy from my time at Abbots Bromley. And it's become more about putting myself back together. If you've watched the video that I made this time last week, I was totally at rock bottom at that point. I thought I'd already hit rock bottom, and then suddenly I just completely went into freefall. Everything about my life that can change has changed. And whether any of that can be made for better rather than worse, time will tell. So I will try to continue to make these little updates as and when they're appropriate. I guess sometimes they might be more regular than once a week, sometimes they might be less. But I think it's kind of important to document this journey. I don't know why I think it's important right now, but I just got a feeling that I'm going to want to look back on this time. And let's treat this as a coping mechanism for now. But I'll be back with more information as soon as the course has started.